talk about Derby Day a little bit. You're riding a Kentucky Derby for the first time. Even if you were on a long shot, it'd be a big deal. It's quite a thing for a rider to ride back there. If you've never been back there, it's an amazing feeling when they play My Old Kentucky Home, when the gates open. It's incredible. Even if you're not from Kentucky, you start getting tears. You don't wonder why the hell you're doing that. It's a very odd feeling being back there. Joe's going to be on I Want Revenge. What's your week going to be like, Joe? When do you go back there? What are you going to do back there? How do you get prepared? And how do you keep from maybe getting a little bit over the top before race day?
Well, actually, tomorrow, me and Rafael Bejarano are actually going to on the same plane. We leave tomorrow night after the races, and then I think we come back next Sunday morning, just in time for the races. But really, I'm just gonna try, just try and stay relaxed all the time. Monday, I'm gonna play in Robbie Alvarado as a golf tournament for a foundation of his in Louisville. I'm gonna play in that, and then just kind of take it as it comes. I Want Revenge. His last work is Tuesday. So we'll work them then, and then just kind of go from there.
You flew back there, was it last Tuesday to work him?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
It was great. It was unbelievable. Last Tuesday and the Tuesday before we went. And he loves it. I think he loves the cameras, and he knows what it's all about. He thinks he's a movie star.
It's amazing, Joe. Did you ever think when you were a kid growing up one day you'd be flying across country for a minute and a half workout with a horse and then fly back to isn't that kind of strange when you think about it?
It is, and just thinking about it, it's really like a fairy tale. It's hard not to think about it, and it really makes you feel so blessed and fortunate to have people behind you and give you that opportunity and really live your dream.
They're flying you all the way back for 5 minutes of work, right? They're flying you back to California. That is quite something. Talk about some of the other riders, Joe. When you first came to California, even now, the riders you maybe talk to and look up to. I don't want to say look up to, but you're trying to be them, so that's hard to say. But other guys you maybe talk to once in a while, veteran riders, and maybe give you some advice of things they've seen and done before.
Oh, definitely, and without a doubt, I think that's been a huge part of my success is a lot of the older veteran riders. When I came from the fairgrounds, there was Rob Alvarado and guys like that. They helped me out before I came here, and then also when I came in, I was very pleased the way they kind of took me in. A lot of mistakes I made, they sat me down and showed me a lot of things, and I think that was a huge part of my success.
Saw some of your mistakes on the jockey show on Animal Planet. They made a big deal out of calling you in before the stewards. I don't know if you guys have seen jockeys on Animal Planet, but Joe is one of the stars of that show. And Joe, you were telling me when you guys first started the show, you kind of thought, I will do it. I don't really know if this is going to be that great a deal. And it's an amazing response to that show. It's been renewed for a second year. Did you have fun doing it? Are you surprised by the response it's gotten?
I really was. A couple of producers actually came to us over here at Hollywood, and they were like, "Hey, y'all want to do a TV show?" And we're like, "Hey, might as well." And we didn't think it'd be much. We just kind of did it really just for the good of the sport and just to kind of get it out there what jockeys do, and not only that, but just horse racing alike. And but it was great. Just the fans that we've gotten from it, and just at Santa Anita, they'd come out and cheer someone and whatnot. But it was great. I was really surprised with the outcome of it.
Have you been recognized more in what I call the real world? We get caught up in racing. We all know what's fun in racing, but other people in the real world recognize you from that show?
Yeah, actually, I went to the movies the other night and going to dinner. They recognized me, a couple of people, and they don't know I'm a jockey. They're like, "Oh, you're on that show." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm a jockey too, by the way."
By the way, I ride horses besides my great acting skills, and they've even delved into your romantic life. For those of you who don't know, Joe dates Ron Ellis's daughter, so they've even gotten your romantic life on the show.
Yeah, they sure did. But it was great. It was great for all of us, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
All kidding aside, Joe, is that sometimes a little awkward because Ron rides you on a lot of horses. Ron's about my age probably. He's put you on a lot of horses over the years. You're dating his daughter. You're riding his horses. Awkward moments here and there.
More than some, I would think. Oh, definitely. But he's great. Actually, when I first came into California, I was obviously single, but I was young and I didn't know anybody at all, and I actually met Elizabeth on the backside with Ron, and he kind of gave me that evil look, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll back off."
Stay away from him, right?
But no, all jokes aside, she not only Elizabeth's a great girl, but really the whole family. It's in horse racing, it's 7 days a week, and if not 24 hours, a lot of time out your day. But he finds time. He has three beautiful daughters and a lovely wife. I mean, he finds time to spend time with him and raise a great family. And I mean, that really means a lot in this game.
I know I've realized myself over the years, Joe, and I've seen other people, it's hard to be with somebody in a relationship if they're not in racing, or at least have an idea of what's going on in racing. Because as you said, you work 7 days a week, you work holidays, you travel. It's a very strange schedule. I always kind of like it to the circus. We move every couple months to another place. We go to Delmore, we go to Hollywood. Does it really help having somebody to be around you and understand the game you can talk to?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. And that's the thing, you know, it's hard to really, you know, as a normal teenager, they stay up till, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock. But I mean, you know, the way my schedule is, waking up early, you know, you kind of have to go to bed early, you know, 8, 9 o'clock. And I mean, she understands that, you know, it's great. And, you know, Mondays and Tuesdays when I have off, you know, sometimes I go over there and they, and just hang out and do whatever. But it's been great.
That's Saturday and Sunday for racetrackers.
Yeah,
Monday and Tuesday, right? I want revenge. What's your game plan going in? You're going to talk to. I know you're going to talk to Jeff before the race, his assistant Bobby, and see how the horse is doing, what's happening. But what's your general game plan going in? 20-horse field. Your horse is tactical. He's not a need to lead type. He's not a horse that has to fall far off. But what's your general game plan a week out? What are you thinking?
Well, really, I think that's what gives me that confidence with him, is he's so tactical. I mean, as you saw in the Gotham, he was heads up for the lead and won, and in the Wood he was dead last. So really, I'm sure we're gonna wait till they draw the race and see what kind of post we have and what horse is going there. You know, they said I think. What's that horse has the quarter correct? Quality Road. Yeah, I want to say General Quarter.
Yeah.
Quality Road. So we're going to see what happens there and who all goes in the race. But I'm sure we're going to, you know, meet Jeff and David. Obviously, we're going to, you know, kind of sit down and get a game plan when the past performances come out. Really, you know, that's the thing I do with him. I just kind of let him tell me. Tell me what he wants to do. You know, he's a great big horse, great big striding horse. So I just kind of let him do what he wants to do and get relaxed and hopefully come home.
You going to try and ride some other races on the card before the Derby?
Definitely. I think, actually Scotty talked to me today. I think I ride one Wednesday and then a couple on Thursday and Friday and then some Derby day. So just, it's real. I've never ridden there before except for in the morning. So I think that'll be a good thing to get over the track and see how it is in the afternoon.
I would have to think, too, on Derby day especially, instead of sitting in a room for 6 hours, because if anyone's ever been back at Derby, that's one of the longest days you'll ever sit through. I mean, there's 40, 50 minutes between races. The whole thing is dragged out. I mean, it's fun, but it's a long day. I would guess for a rider, it's much better to be out there doing what you do, riding horses, and sitting in that room overthinking things.
Yeah, and I think that's what gets you nervous and the butterflies just waiting for it. So it's obviously better to be out there doing it. And there's only so much TV you can watch.
Yeah.